So I've got this flannel binding that it's laying around. I'm just going to put it on just to play.
Sure.
I want to see if we can put on this with the Move It foot and use the end point. What do you think?
I think it works great.
Okay. So I think that I want to set the lacer, right?
Sure.
So that I've got my width. I want to make sure that I'm going to get my 1/4 inch.
Okay.
Okay. Line it up with the lacer. Now, normally when I really put on binding, I've got 4 inches left out so I can do the join.
Right.
But I'm taking this right off again.
Exactly.
So
you just start stitching till you get close. Oh, maybe an inch or so.
okay.
Grab the pen.
And then I do the end point just like I did before, right?
Correct.
Okay, and then just touch where I want it to be.
Touch where you want it to stop.
And then, okay.
And now just sew. And the machine will sew. And when it gets close to where, it will slow down and then stop exactly where you needed it to stop.
Okay.
Since your pivot's already on, just turn your fabric.
Then what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go backwards.
All right.
You know, like you normally do binding. You know what I've seen some people do with this too, is you could stick a business card up in there to make sure
to make
that
the creases good.
you get that 90-degree angle.
I'd like a credit card because that way when I'm online I have it handy. A little stiffer than a business card, holds up a little longer.
That's true. Okay. So how did that work? Well, can't tell. Got to get out beyond the foot.
Well, sure, but you could just use the scissors on the machine.
And pull it out?
and
I
then
thought I'd do another corner.
Oh,
what do
right.
you think?
Sure.
Just in case people didn't, because I sort of glossed over that foot.
Alrighty.
But we could make a lesson out of this, you know.
Okay. We'll let you. See how that belt's on the fabric there? It's pulling it through so you have no puckering going on of your binding piece. It's all laying flat to your quilt.
Oh, I'm impressed. Oops, I forgot to set the end point. Can I set it this late?
Yes. Touch the icon, end point, just touch your fabric.
Get right in there.
Okay. See, it slows up for you, knows exactly what you need.
And then I have to go backwards. I know people who piece whole quilt tops with flannel.
Oh my.
I know, I don't know that I would do that.
Would be warm.
But yeah. Well, you live in Chicago. You could
I
do
do.
warm.
There are days.
Okay, and then I'll use my thread cutter guy. Does that turn out good?
See?
And then after you trim all that away, you just turn
Exactly.
it over.
Both corners right where you needed it.
Okay, that works. So what else?
Well, I'm the opposite of you. Instead of putting all your layers through, you can use your Move It foot for single layer, very thin fabric, and you still won't have puckering going on.
Okay.
But the way you can do that is because you can change the rate of the belt. Now, I have a single layer of organza here. I actually learned this from a dealer, so
Sparkly.
it is. But I need you to go to the settings screen,
Okay.
and the very first thing is your dual feed adjustment. So the default is 0.
Okay.
Just take it down to -2, and then close the screen. Now here we're going to do is a zigzag stitch on the edge of the fabric, without the fabric puckering and without any stabilizer.
Right.
Okay, I want you to select a zigzag stitch. I don't care, 9, 10.
How about 9?
All right, that's fine.
that
Now,
work?
to me, it'd be easiest to line this fabric, this organza, at the middle of the foot.
Okay.
So to do that, turn the laser guide line on so we have something to
That
line up
organza
with.
isn't straight. Does that matter?
No, you can
Okay.
steer. Just put the line on.
Put,
Just the laser guideline on so we can
Okay.
see where we're going. Okay, so
Okay,
now
and
there's
where
my
do you
edge.
want
Now I
it?
want it in the middle of the foot. So you're going
okay,
to bring
so
it
you want
down
me
to
bring it down to
3.5.
3.5. So I'm still sort of having fun with this.
All right.
So let's bring it over here. Oops. Better, not quite. Okay.
You're still on the screen. Close that screen out. Touch OK.
Okay.
All right, so now you can see the line right there. So you can keep your organza on that laser guideline. Okay, but now look at your screen. The zigzag is right over the edge of that. It's on top of the laser guideline.
Right.
We don't want it there.
Right.
So we're going to use the left and right shift. Do the minus key so the zigzag moves to the left of the laser guide.
I wonder what that was. Okay, what does the so the left-right shift basically?
It's going to take the stitch and move it over without actually changing its size. So it's not going to stitch down the middle of the foot.
Am I
See
moving
on
in
your
the right
screen?
direction?
Sure. See your screen? The blue is your stitching and the red is the laser guideline.
So now it's showing right along the edge.
Right. So now you can stitch. You keep organza against the laser guide and the zigzag will be on the organza itself.
Okay.
Okay.
Should I be using any special thread for this to keep it
Well,
from
maybe, but
puckering?
that's
or
okay. I want you to use this nice heavy stuff so you can actually see what's going on.
like lower the presser foot. Thank you. Don't you love these machines that are so much
Doesn't let you do
smarter than
anything
I
wrong.
am?
Okay, so now just go ahead and stitch. And you're going to see it's doing this nice little zigzag on this organza. It's not puckering, it's not pulling it, it's not getting runs through.
Oh, and you can go faster with this too, huh?
You sure can. Okay, do your scissors of your choice, either on the machine or your foot pedal. Look at that. Even when it wasn't cut straight, it's still not
Oh,
puckered and the
wow.
edge is
You're
finished
right.
off. Whoops.
That looks nice.
Exactly.
Who knew?
Exactly. All because you can change the rate of this belt. If you had this on the same rate for your heavy quilt, then this would still puckering be happening.
Can I try that?
Certainly. Just go to a higher number on the settings.
Okay. So I'm going to go like to +2
All right.
and then see
And
what
then
it does.
just run it through and you'll see that
Okay.
it's going to gather a little bit.
Okay.
See how it's puckering as it comes in front of the foot as you stitch it? See, you've got a little
Yeah,
bit of
you're
funniness
right.
there.
It does.
So it's slight little adjustments, but it makes a big difference.
So you're
on the-
telling me I really do need this foot.
Well, yeah. It makes life easier.
Okay.
I mean, you can still use the walking footset on the other Brother machines. It will fit on here. But it does have the feed teeth in the bottom of the foot. But you can't change the rate of that walking foot because it relies on the needle bar going up and down. That's what makes those teeth go up and down.
But there is an attachment that if I want to use this, I can use it on this machine, correct?
Correct.
It takes an adapter?
Yes, and the adapter's in a little envelope that comes also included with the machine.
Okay, great. Thanks.
You're welcome.